Hey, everybody, and welcome to Monsters Lounge. I'm Jenny.
I'm Tressa. Hello.
Hello. I don't know why it feels like I'm shouting at this moment in time, but
I
listen,
don't either.
I am taking full suggestions, full, not halfway, for a new catchphrase to open the show because hey is just not working out. And as soon as we go live, my brain goes a little bit blank. So there's no like coming up with something quick like, hey guys, I like sharks. Like
That's
that might
clever
be it.
though.
It
Oh,
might
you
be
should
it.
use that.
Let me go with that.
I
It
think you
describes
found it.
me. And
Request rescinded. No, you got it. I like sharks.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
No more.
No suggestions. We're good.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Just kidding. I want those suggestions, and please keep them reasonable because I am going to actually consider saying them, and maybe we'll try a few out over the next little bit here. If Tressa agrees with me.
I cannot wait. I am very excited for this.
And as per usual, we do kind of try to keep up with the live chat. We're not the best at it.
We're the worst at it, actually.
We're really bad at it, but we really do enjoy hearing from people who listen to the show, especially people who like us.
Yeah, those are our favorite.
And think that we're pretty. We like hearing that too. That's nice.
Yeah, but Keaton, be cool. Don't be gross.
Let's just, you're very pretty is a good one.
Yeah, just keep it there. Don't go any further.
Yeah, or you're the guys are the best. That would be another one we would love to hear.
And accurate.
And mostly, I will take them mostly. So, also, I just at the top of the show, I want to say, please comment, send us messages, whatever. We are much better at getting back at those. Oh, that was a good one. Great paranormal evening. That's a suggestion. Also, I like cookies. And I do like cookies, so that would, but only the inside of cookies.
Yeah, you don't like the bones. I'll take the bones.
They're bones, and I'm not appreciative of the bones. You can eat the bones. That's fine.
Okay, real quick. How do you feel about chicken wings? Like the kind with the bones?
Well, I'm not going to eat the bones of the chicken wing.
Okay, but in general, would you prefer a boneless chicken wing or like an authentic actual chicken wing?
I am non-specific. I enjoy.
Oh, disgusting! Get out! No.
All right, I'll see you guys later. That's the end of my time on the show.
The tendon and the no.
Okay, we have to describe it. I mean,
you made me think about it. God.
All right, let's get back to cookies then, because cookies I'm good with, except for the outside because it tastes burned to me. But whatever.
You're wrong.
And you might be asking yourself right now, Tressa, like, why are we just talking about these things instead of getting to a guest? And it's because we have a topic episode tonight.
Hooray! No. Listen, I'm very excited about topics tonight. I love chit-chatting with my bestie and talking about weird stuff because it's what we do anyway. So let's get some details and some evidence in there as well.
I enjoy this very much. First, we got to say that... thanks to Dave Schrader, we are on this Paranormal 60 network, and we have had so many opportunities. And he was just at a really cool event, the Gettysburg Battle Bash.
Yes, he was.
And he did a lot of fun things and a lot of interesting things. He met a lot of people.
He shaved off his goatee.
Not
happy about it.
It's a little weird. I don't know.
He's got the little cleft. It's nice.
Okay. I mean, I haven't looked really. I just went like, no goatee. It just scared me.
Yeah, it reminded me of when my dad did that when I was like, I don't know, maybe 4. And I saw him for the first time with a beard in my entire life. And I wept uncontrollably. I don't know who that man is. That's weird.
Yeah. Well, I could say the same thing, but my dad had a beard for his whole life, and as far as I know.
Good story. Hey, let's look at a video real quick.
All right, so here I am in Gettysburg, a historic site, to meet all of my fan, and I have a gentleman walk up to the table, and this This is what he has to say to me.
Absolutely love Sweet Tea. Best addition to that crew ever.
Oh, so Sweet Tea is your favorite on that.
Oh, absolutely.
And what was that other show you said you like?
Monsters Lounge.
Oh, and who's part of that?
Jenny.
Oh, and she's another one of your favorites?
Oh, absolutely.
Why don't you get your own goddamn convention, okay? So that they're not harassing me at my show. Security, get him out of here. You know how it goes.
It got a little aggressive at the end.
He really did. You know, he supports us, but just so much.
Enough.
Mm-hmm.
Not, don't get full of yourselves. That's his job.
He likes to keep us humble. Someone needs to.
That's true, because we're great.
Accurate statement. Accurate statement. Listen, what do we got coming up this weekend?
You and I, we're going to be in Madison. What is that thing called? Tell us, Jenny.
The Para Rock, the Annex, up in Madison, Wisconsin, and that is going to be on Saturday. So if you're going to be there, if you're going to come out for it, please come say hi to us. We'll be wandering around.
Listen.
I've heard a thing or two. We might have some walkie-talkies. I don't know. What?
Don't tell people. That now they'll know.
Shh, they're going to know anyway.
No, because I'm going to be covert. What are you talking about? Listen,
you're the least covert human being that I have ever met.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds wrong. It sounds wrong. Yeah, you guys, if you live anywhere near Chicago or Wisconsin, you're so close. Just go and, give us money or whatever. It's fine.
Just that. Just hand us some money.
Yeah, and then go on your way.
And then there we go.
She'll give you a high five.
Or you could just, take a picture with us. And
she'll take a picture with you.
I'll do it.
Okay, I will too.
Yeah, I'm into it. How am I doing on the freezing?
Oh,
my internet's real wonky.
I'm just
right
looking
now.
at me. I don't care.
Wow. Well, it's not.
Now you're frozen. Now you're frozen. Now they pointed it out.
Am I back? Let me know when I'm back.
I don't know. You're not moving. I don't know.
Oh. Wait, what do you mean? You don't know? 'Cause it sounds like
I'm pouring a drink right now. I can't pay attention to two things at once. I'm a very simple and not complicated person.
All right. Are you listening? Can you hear me?
Yes and yes.
All right.
For
listen.
the most part.
I'm going to say listen 15 more times.
I'm on board. Let's go.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
So tonight's show obviously is going to be about all of the things that Tressa, not all the things, some of the things that Tressa and I are very interested in. And we are very much a fan of stories. So we've got some of those in there for us mostly, and some a little bit for you.
So maybe you're into the same stuff. Who cares?
Yeah, whatever.
Enjoy it.
Listen,
Come
we're
on for the ride.
not experts. Yeah.
No, listen,
experts.
Not experts. I go on Reddit and look at databases of other people's stuff. Like, no, don't take my word for it. Jenny, shut up. I am going to give you a full list of all of my things that I got all of my information from. What's that called? Who cares?
References?
Sure. I'm not going to show them or give them after I talk about them because it's too much. It's so much information. But I swear I did not make it up.
You know what? I think that's a new catchphrase. Hello, everybody. We swear we didn't make this up.
That's good. I like that. Yeah, it's accurate too.
It's incredibly accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So Tressa's going to start off the evening, but we have some stories, some paranormal events, and some high strangeness stuff coming out of Mexico, which I'm super excited to hear about because guess where Mexico is real close to?
I don't know.
It's Belize. It's so close to Belize.
Is that true?
Yeah, and I kind of like that place a little bit.
I think that I knew that about you.
I don't know. Maybe that and the sharks thing is new for you. I don't know.
I've never heard about sharks. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right,
so
Tressa.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's all on me.
Just go. Just take it away.
Go.
Take
Shut
it away.
up, Jenny. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
You
guys.
Yeah, you did.
You know what? Last week we talked for like a millisecond about the Nazca Mummies. Maybe you remember them. There's a really big news presentation. When was that? September-ish. It was a balmy September afternoon.
Balmy.
2023.
Mexico's politicians have been asked to consider that aliens may actually exist.
Oh my God.
They've been shown 2 desiccated bodies, which researchers claim are non-human.
Ridiculous.
Now, these were found in Peru in 2017. The aliens have shriveled heads and 3 fingers on each hand. While the claims have been greeted with skepticism, one believer insists they're not part of our terrestrial evolution.
Es la reina de todas las pruebas.
It's the queen of all evidence. If the DNA is showing us that they are not human beings and that there is nothing that looks like this in the world, we should take it as such.
Here's the thing.
I don't want to short sentences like that.
Yeah. So last week I called Jaime Maussan, the Mexican journalist and UFO enthusiast, a huckster. And I don't think that's fair. After doing so much more research and like delving way more into it, I think it just got taken in by other hoaxes and presented them as fact because he thought they were. I don't think he was trying to present anything falsely. However, he's also had the reputation of presenting the Atacama skeleton. Are you familiar with the Atacama skeleton? Oh, I can't hear you, but I'll show you anyway. You might remember.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I have no idea about it, but it makes me think of avocados. I don't know why.
No, it's not avocado based.
Oh, that is not an avocado.
No, it looks very alien. It looks weird. It looks, I don't know, hey, that could be a fairy. But it turned out it was just like a fetus, possibly an infant of a person, a full-on just human being with a ton of genetic defects.
What? Oh, all right, got it.
So, like, that was his precursor. Everyone knows him from that. Everyone thinks he's a huckster now, including myself as of last week, because he presented that as fact. Because it looks crazy.
It does look crazy. Like
it looks I mean, it was authentically a very old, ancient skeleton. However,
it kind of looks like the skeleton that you got as like a kid, where it was like the plastic body.
What? Where were you getting skeletons as a kid?
Did you not have this stuff? It was like the Discovery Anatomy stuff. They had like a cat one and a dog one, and you'd put them together. No?
Oh, so scientists raised you? What are you talking about?
No, they were kits, and you put them together. They were like...
Are you talking about the Visible Man and the Visible Woman that had the pregnant belly and the fetus inside?
Yeah, and you'd put them together.
Okay, but no.
That's what I look at. Okay, whatever. I'll just go back to being quiet.
Anyway, so Jaime, he's like, you guys, this stuff is incredible. Check this out. I don't know what it is, but they're skeletons and they're crazy. Okay, so here's the thing. Trying to find information about this actual press conference / presentation to the Congress of Mexico, like it's so convoluted. I don't know if what he presented were actual ritual dummies or if they were actually the skeletons that were later examined, because the skeletons that were examined were put through imaging like in 2018. I don't know why that wasn't presented. But there were dummies that were made out of skeletons of other animals and like glued together with string and whatever. Like those were obvious fakes, but they were never meant to be actual skeletons. They were part of a ritual 1700 years ago. So yes, they were very old, but they weren't real. Like, for instance, there's our homie Flavio Estrada. He's like, nah, I've got one. I bought one off those guys. Because the thing is, I'll get to that. And he was like, And he was like, no, it's just a bunch of glued up animal parts. It's fine. But let's take a look at his skeleton. Shall we? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird.
Is that made of sticks?
Well, it looks,
sticks
the
and
theory
straws.
is it's basically a monkey torso with like weird sticks for appendages. Who knows?
Yeah.
But here's
it looks a little bit like
Josephina.
bendy straws.
Oh, they totally do. Good
Yeah,
point.
like his leg in the one to the far right over there.
Oh
Bendy
yeah,
straw.
oh yeah, totally bendy straw. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Yeah, guys,
don't
I'm
think they
making
had
so many
that.
skeletons out of bendy straws now.
Do you? That's weird.
No, I'm gonna now start.
Oh, okay,
Ready.
cool.
It's gonna be available on the merch
I'll
store.
buy you some bendy straws. Yes. But then, listen, Josephina, who was presented in 2023, this is her X-ray. She's got eggs, 3 and 1 that is being developed in her uterus.
They
and
look like reptile eggs.
Thank you for mentioning that.
I'm just saying.
And on the chest, you can see is her implant. We'll get to that later because that is also fascinating. But look, can you even listen? Everyone listening, I apologize. I will have all these links everywhere. But there's going to be a lot of visual stuff because it has to be. There's no way you can't present this without visual stuff because it's fascinating. Let's start from the beginning, shall we?
Oh, yes, please.
It's 2016. Some
Is it
mummies
balmy?
were... I'm sorry. Yes, probably. I mean, 2016. It was balmy as heck.
So
back
balmy.
then. And some mummies, which are not the correct term because they didn't have their organs removed. They were desiccated with...
Were the remains like mummified though? Is the thing.
They were dehydrated, completely dehydrated. What's that word? I want to call it Damascus earth, and I know that's not what it is, but I've only
Isn't
read
it diametric?
Nope.
Oh.
Anyway, that dust, which is a dust that you use right now in current day for insecticides to dry out insect bodies, and they bring it home and they get it all over themselves and they just dehydrate to death. They put that on mummies in Peru, corpses in Peru, to dry them out and preserve them. So these corpses, mummies, whatever, they were given a respectful burial. Whatever they are, they weren't just thrown out.
In the burial sites, were there other like artifacts and things like that? Because that happens a lot with indigenous people, or that seems to be very symbolic and really very ritualistic. Is
Yes.
having...
Good question, Jenny.
Thank you.
For that.
Thank you.
No. They went back and they could
interesting.
not find anything. There were claims that there were other artifacts, but they couldn't find any. They found more bodies, but no like artifacts outside of that.
Which is weird because if it was like a tomb raiding sort of, grave robbing scenario, they would take the bodies too because they're weird.
Right. And that's how
You would
they
think,
discovered. That's how they
logically.
discovered this whole thing is, I don't remember the Spanish word for grave robber, which is probably more respectful, and I apologize. But grave robbers found this cave / quartz mine / whatever it is. It's ambivalent and nobody really knows the origins. And that's how they found up to 50 bodies. We have studied 10 of them with thorough research. Oh boy, this gets fun, Jenny.
Oh,
yes.
I'm very excited to dive in, but we have some very intelligent listeners right now.
Let's hear it.
It's Diatomascus Earth.
Thank you.
Yes,
I've only read it, and I keep forgetting how to say it because I read it wrong.
I do the same thing.
I know.
I do it all the time on a regular basis, mispronounce things.
So of these 10 that we have data on, 8 of them have been labeled. Are you ready for this, Jenny? I'm so excited to tell you.
Okay. What?
Humanoid reptiles.
What?
The other 2 were a little foggy, and I couldn't get a lot of information on them. There are hybrids, and I don't know if they're including those in the humanoid reptiles.
Hey.
Yeah.
Were they a little foggy or a little froggy?
No, but that's an amphibian.
I know, but I had to. It was so good. All right. Moving on.
In 2018, early results of the testing of these bodies were presented to some members of Peruvian leadership and members of the Peruvian Ministry of Culture, and they declared their conclusion of these bodies were fabrications. And going throughout all of this, if you watch anything from the Peruvian government, the Ministry of Culture, the archaeologists, or most of the archaeologists from Peru, they're just like, oh, no, it's fake, blah, 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 blah. They won't hear any evidence at all. They will claim it's fake no matter what. I watched a documentary where a woman sat down with a Peruvian government official, and she's like, well, we're not going to believe anything if we don't have x-rays. And the woman's like, we have x-rays, we have CAT scans, we have all of this information. Do you want to see it? And the government lady was like, nah, I'm good. But she just, okay. So I don't know what their deal is, but they are not into it. In the 2018 Peru hearing, which was like the one where they laid everything out, where they were just like, please just listen to us. They were humanoid with reptilian characteristics, no hair, no ears but ear canals, no nasal septum, no nips, reptilian skin, and the smaller guys, which are Alberto, Victoria, and Josefina, they don't have any teeth. They have 2 bone plates.
Oh.
And so that means they would basically have to subsist on liquids. They had absolutely no signs of assembly. There are no seams, no reinforcement, screws, wires, no alterations, no cutting or grinding of anything internally. And there is connective tissue between their bones, like cartilage and just like, junk between your bones. They had signs of wear and tear and complete and coherent set of soft tissue and organs. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah. So Josefina, let's have a little chat with her. She's about 58 centimeters long. I don't know what that means. She is determined to be a humanoid reptile, female. She's got 3-fingered hands, including 4 phalanges and a long fingernail. Feet of 3 toes with 3 phalanges. Presence of joints, 9 pairs of ribs, plus 2 floating pairs of ribs. Hollow bones, get out of here. Presence of a reproductive system. Possible, get out of here. It took me so long to find this, and when I saw it, I was like, what? Possible retractable neck like a turtle. What? Presence of cranial sutures, presence of tympanic bubble. I don't know what that means. A female specimen, presumably pregnant, with presence of 4 ovid, eggs in the abdomen. 3 were full eggs and 1 was developing. She has a uterus and cloaca. Cloaca, ladies. We all know that. I don't know why I'm dressing the ladies.
Listen, no, the hollow bones thing, is that reptilian? Because I know that's avian.
Listen, that's the exciting thing. It's specific to a specific kind of dinosaur and birds.
Whoa.
So it's reptilian, yeah, but a lot of dinosaurs branched out to birds as well as reptiles. Right. So that's fascinating.
No, it is. What do the joints look like? Like when you were talking about like the bone plate, like instead of actual teeth, like is there something different with the jaws? Like
why would you ask me that? I don't have a picture of that. But listen, I have a picture of the hand. Listen, the hand has this one flat bone at the end of its phalanges. That's what they're called, right? Yeah. And most of us, like mammals, most animals, mammals, I guess, have more bones. Like if you look at your hand, we have a ton of bones. And they have one flat bone. That's a wild.
That is.
Do you want to hear about Victoria?
I do want to hear about Victoria. Do we want to hear about that after a commercial break?
Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night? Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic? Have you or your family ever seen a spook, spectre, or ghost? Then Haunted Magazine issue 41 might just be for you. In issue 41 we have The Enfield Haunting, an interview with Dave Schrader, Danny Robbins, and lots more. Out now in stores, app stores, and online at bit.ly/Haunted Magazine. Remember, don't be normal. Be paranormal.
And go.
Okay, thank you, because I am not even a third of the way through, and let's just do this. Victoria, she was found without a head. Also thought that she might have a retracting neck, like a turtle. But also, she underwent surgery because she had a fracture. The procedure is old and has healed. There is, in fact, post-surgery ossification, something completely impossible, or at least thought to be completely impossible, to be achieved centuries ago. So that's pretty wild. And then there's Alberto. He's boring. Whatever. Who cares?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Alberto really got the shaft on that one.
All right. Man, whatever. He's got an implant in his hip. Like, he was dying
See,
of
like,
bone
that
disease.
seems... Okay, the implant in the hip seems important. Like, did it look like the implant from the others?
No, because it was in his hip and not his chest, Jenny. What are you... Come on. Yes,
Sorry.
the women had chest
manual
implants.
on implants.
Listen, also, these implants are made of osmium. Do you know anything about that?
I know nothing about osmium.
I don't either.
Did you look it up?
I did. Each implant had 30 grams, and I say that because I'm a woman, and the ladies had the chest implants, and they had 30 grams of osmium in those implants. I don't know if that's a blend with other minerals or metals or whatever, but 30 grams. Would you like to take a guess at how much platinum it takes to mine to get osmium?
3,000 tons.
That's a good guess, Jenny. Good try. It's actually 10,000 tons of platinum to get 30 grams of osmium, which was in each implant.
Oh, snap. So did they mine... Wait, now hang on. Did they mine platinum anywhere in the area?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
That would be helpful information to have.
Well, nobody gave it to me, and I didn't look for it. So as we have said, they're tridactyls. They've got 3 fingers, 3 toes. These guys, they're on the smaller side. These are considered the reptoid, humanoid, whatever. You get it. What no other biological being on the planet has in their forearm is 1 bone. Every other, pretty much, as far as I could find, biological being has 2 bones in their forearm. Not this guy, not post-bony fish, is what I read.
Interesting.
Right? The leg bones, where they meet at the hip, there's no ball joint. Yeah, I thought that was saying that weird, but no, that's right. There's no ball joint at the hip bones. They just end flat, and then there's cartilage that goes into their pelvis. What? I don't know. There's no modifications to the skin. It's completely seamless. There are no separation, cuts, or tears, and it's lizard legs. It's keratinized, which means it's thicker. It looks like lizard skin. There's no mucus, no sweat glands, and the crazy part, this is the crazy part, that each specimen had a different number of ribs, anywhere between 8 and 11 pairs. I don't know what that means. And they found fingerprints, but they were different from humans. And I could not find a picture or why they were different from humans. So there you go.
Okay.
There goes those guys. So let's go over to...
Fingerprints are a purely primate attribute, right?
Are koalas primates?
No. Do koalas have...
Yeah, they have identical to human fingerprints.
No way. Yeah. I can commit so many crimes with my team of koalas that I just decided I'm going to build.
Oh, I thought you already had them.
No, we're going to get them. All right, that's... Shh, everybody don't talk about that,
Don't tell anybody.
It's going to be a secret for us. New catchphrase. Monsters Lounge, home of the koala army.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Monsters Lounge. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
No, that's bad. We want people to tell people.
Oh, I mean about our secrets, not about our show. So in 2019, these bodies were handed over to the San Luis Gonzaga University of Ica, Peru. 2023, after more testing, the UNICA team presents their conclusions to Mexico Congress. And we all know how that went. Not well. There was a second hearing, in November, which is like 2 months later. And they were like, oh, no, but for real, though, we actually have, like, real evidence, not just some, like, fanfare and a weird cake-looking guy. It's fine. But nobody reported on that because of the first one. They've been carbon dated to be at least 1,700 years old, give or take 30 years. They've found numerous hands in this cave, 3-fingered, of course. They found Sebastian in late 20... Oh, do you want to see Sebastian? Oh, he's so cute. Sebastian in late 2023 was found, and let's take a look. Yeah, sorry about the music. I felt like it was weird when it was just silent. So, yeah, that's Sebastian. So let's take an internal look at Sebastian. So, Sebastian.
I'm back. What did I miss? I missed Sebastian.
Oh, he was a cutie. He was a little tiny guy.
I saw him spinning around with our music, but
he is between 35 and 40 centimeters. He's thought to be like a youth of the hybrids that they are calling hybrids, because they're not as small as the reptilian, Victorian, Josephina, and all those ladies and guy.
Okay.
But he's still only 3 fingers, but they're also composed of 5 and 6 phalanxes with presence of fingernails.
So are they getting closer to the actual hybrid? Is that like a first stage hybrid kind of scenario? That's what I would like to know.
This is what they have for a hybrid. Okay. And next stage is, just a weird looking human, I guess. I don't know. This guy's hand is composed of 26 bones, which is much different from the other dudes. Ladies. And they do have skin and tendons, fingerprints, blah, blah, blah. Sebastian has feet with 3 toes and 3 phalanges, presence of metal implant at the cervical level and each clavicle. So I'm just going to take away from that somebody in this had some surgical knowledge and knew how to fix bodies. Because at this point, from what we know, we didn't have that kind of knowledge. I'm not saying it's alien. I'm just saying there was knowledge there that we didn't know was there. Early this year, 2024, Montserrat and Raphael were discovered. Montserrat, this lady, discovered by Mario in Peru, smaller than Maria, which was the first actual body discovered in 2018. I didn't go over her because I don't know a lot of information about her, but she's got 10 metal implants and guess what? A freaking fetus inside.
Why is it that the weirdest part about this to me is the toes?
Because that's weird.
The toes are weird. This entire scenario is weird and startling.
It's a lot.
It really, really is a lot. I don't know what we're looking at right now. Like, just
you can't see the fetus?
Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I'm trying to show the fetus. He looks like he just got done doing a sick breakdancing move.
Obviously. Well, what else would you do with those toes, man?
I don't know. But
I'm just assuming it would be breakdancing.
Look at that pose. It's like, dang, you just like showed some people some stuff.
Oh, this is, yeah.
So speaking of toes, we got hands. Let's take a look at these giant 3-fingered hand.
Nope, do not like those.
Found in 2016. Peruvian desert tunnel. Listen, all of this information is convoluted. Who knows? Some believe it's a hoax, but it's been x-rayed. It's been CT scanned. We just saw the imaging. Like, the CT scan is amazing. You can see organs inside it. Point being, 3 fingers. What? Okay, I'm just going to throw this out here. Did you ever see the YouTube video of the alien in Russia where it was like, I don't know, maybe 1.5 feet long, and it was brutal and gross, and that's why I'm not going to show it, because if it's real, it was basically half eaten. It was unpleasant.
Yeah, thank you for not seeing that. And no, I did not, because I don't recall that grossness.
It was from 2011, and let me give you a side-by-side of just, some framing. Here you go. On the left, you see the Russian alien. And on the right, whatever. It's desiccated. It's whatever. But it's very, very similar. And the size is exact. It's exactly what it would be. So listen.
Yes, I'm listening. First of all, the one on the left looked a little bit more real to me. I mean, maybe because
it was fresh.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, people say that they were teenagers that took the Russian video, but when I watched that video again recently, it was like middle-aged men, so I don't know what's happening there. Right after they got all over the place in 2011 with this video, they're like, yeah, no, we were just kidding. We made it with chicken skin and bread. Okay. If, you know what, go try and find it. I'll link it somewhere because it's impossible to find because it's in Russian. But also, that's not chicken skin and bread. That's not that.
No. If I know anything about chicken skin
and it's
bread,
plenty.
And it's a lot.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, all this information, all the CT scans, all the other scans, DNA tests. Did I tell you about the DNA results? Let me tell you.
No, I do not know about the DNA.
Okay. Maria, the first one, she shares 30% DNA with humans. Josephina shares 19%. They are just conjecturing possible hybrids. Since it's ancient DNA and DNA is complicated, just about everything shares DNA with humans. We share DNA with everything. So who knows? Nobody knows.
I think what you're telling me is that these hybrid babies were having hybrid babies.
That's right. Babies having babies. But more importantly, they're not 100% human is basically the output.
They're not even, 50% human. So.
Right. So who knows?
Math.
I mean, I think bananas are like 60% human. Who knows? Who knows?
They are. I've heard that recently.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true.
Article on it.
Yeah.
Bananas are people.
With all this evidence, every scientist who has actually looked through it and actually done the work and not just brushed it off has said there's no way that it's human. It's way too complex to be a counterfeit. According to Russian and Canadian and Japanese DNA tests, like they sent stuff everywhere. They made comparisons between microorganisms, bacteria, and animals such as primates, crocodiles, and turtles. And they don't know what it is. They have no idea what their DNA is. May I do something real quick?
It really depends on what it is, but you're going to go ahead and do it anyway.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenny. I'm going to end it with this. I don't know if they're aliens. Do I want them to be aliens? Absolutely, 100%. Are they aliens? I have no idea. If nothing, they are definitely a hybrid humanoid something, and I think that they are completely authentic, not at all faked. If they faked them, they did it really well almost 2,000 years ago. Holy cow, that's wild. So let me end you with this. I'm going to read you a story. Indian myths that tell that long ago there lived on Earth men whose power was able to make rocks move at will or transform mountains into plains. The Gentiles lived very quietly, working their fields and collecting precious metals that they used to make their tools. The story tells that they worked at night under the protection of the moon's rays because they could not stand the sun. I get it. At a crucial moment, they discovered that the sun would somehow wake up and its rays would burn them. Fear made them dig holes to the ground to protect themselves, thinking of leaving their hiding places soon after. They hid with their families and all their tools and clothes. Their mothers tied the children so they wouldn't get loose weird, and everyone squatted down. Somehow, they all died underground. That's why people believe that today you can see underground human remains in this exact position. Listen, I'm not saying it's anything. I'm just saying fascinating. Fascinating.
That is fascinating. Is that a story that comes from that same area?
From the Andes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All like the Peruvian Nazca lines with the giant glyphs. And some of them look like these guys. Like it's part of their culture.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
And I didn't think to show you a picture of it. So
well, that's all right.
Suck on that.
Yeah, and the glyphs are something that are still kind of astounding because the shape is only really visible from such a height that no human being at that time would have been able to get to that height. So, yeah, so what were they there for?
Who were they there for?
Who were they there for? Who planned that out?
Why? everything,
Yeah.
all the questions.
All of the
So,
questions.
listen, what's going on in Peru? Granted, this was not a Mexican story. It was just presented to the Mexican Congress, and that's how I know about it.
So it was kind of stories out of Mexico that actually were about Peru, which is cool. I mean, so the Andes are a really weird place anyway because of the glyphs, because of the geological like features of the area, and there's a lot of strange things that have been reported, especially by explorers and the early indigenous peoples. It's an area of giants.
Yep. There were more.
Yeah.
Listen, like just last week, they were discovering giant mummies, and I was like, I'm not going to cover that because they haven't done any work on them. I don't know anything about it, but tell me more.
There are reports of, because we were looking at this when we were talking about some of the lesser known sea monsters, right? For the episode that we did months ago, lake monsters.
Yep.
And there was one that was coming out of a lake in Peru, which why would my brain be able to hang on to details like that? So I know next to nothing about it. Was that the one that was like the octopus sort of hybrid? Sure. I feel like it might have been. Anyway, so but there were reports from early colonizers and early explorers, as well as indigenous peoples, that was a place where, like I said, giants roamed. There are still reports of lake monsters in the area. So it's a high strangeness sort of area. And if we look at it, and if we look at some of the past episodes,
I'm going to go to break real quick because she's frozen. Okay, bye, guys.
Hey, Tressa.
Hey, Jenny.
Oh, I'm just reading my own book by international TV sensation Dave Schrader.
I'm reading the book too. I don't remember the name of it or who wrote it, but yeah.
Say, I like your shirt.
Thank you. I got it on monstersloungepodcast.com. You've got a great shirt too.
Oh, this? That's so weird. I got it at monstersloungepodcast.com too. They have really great stuff. A whole variety.
I know, right? They have everything. Shirts, tote bags, clutches, a phone case. I think it's the best.
monstersloungepodcast.com.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi. All right, so like I was saying, the mountains. It's a place of high strangeness, like across the world, right? Because of the geological makeup. Most of the time, they're based in, there's either like a lot of granite or a lot of magma. So magma and lava and that sort of rock conducts electromagnetic energy. So does quartz, which is granite. Granite. And also, as we learned in the Columbia River Gorge, there can be different layers of magnetism, right? Like the way that Yeah. So, a lot of these mountainous places, all I'm saying, it might have a little bit something to do with geology. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if nothing else, it's, okay, if we're going to go alien, which I'm not, maybe, I can see where I would attract something from another place.
Yeah. Were these found nearby an old temple or an old, what would that be? Would that be Incan? That would be Incan, right? Or Toltec?
I could not tell you, and they have not disclosed the location. They won't disclose the location because, if nothing else, it's a source of money for some people that are stealing stuff.
That's true.
I don't think even the Peruvian government knows where it is.
That would be something that would be fascinating to be able to make a correlation with, because a lot of the older ruins and temples had pictographs and showing things that, if you've ever watched Ancient Aliens, like link up to what they believe to be depictions of ancient aliens.
Oh yeah, there's
I have a little question on that. But not exactly.
Oh, yeah. No, listen here.
Now,
ancient people were not
listening.
Are you? Ancient people were not savages. We just don't understand exactly what they were capable of because we don't care enough because we're smart. That's how I see it. I don't think that aliens came and were our savior and made us like actual humans. That's whatever.
That's just insulting.
It's very insulting and racist and stupid, and I hate it. But
all right, well, tell me how you feel.
I just did.
Okay,
but
thanks.
I don't think that, this is so neat. Like,
but the two things can coexist, right? Like we've talked about
that's
this
what
a lot.
saying.
Like it never has to be one thing. The two things can happen at the same time.
Never. It's never one thing. How could it ever just be one single thing?
Exactly.
It could very easily be an amalgamation.
Exactly.
They were thought.
Take my koala army. It's not just one koala.
It's many. And they all have fingerprints that you will frame them for. I think that, yes, the reptilian species and the hybrids were thought to be coexisting with Homo sapiens at that time. From what little knowledge we have. It's fine. You guys, it's fine. We're just hanging out. It's cool. Let's just hang out.
All right.
Fine.
I mean, I'm into it. Just hang out with your little reptilian person. Oh, I never get that right. High five it.
It's
high
the
five
opposite.
it. I know. We did a great high five there for anybody who's listening.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't. It was not good. But in person, my high fives are great, which you can find out if you come see us. Shush it. Listen, come see us in Madison because you can see for yourself that I give pretty excellent high fives. All right. Well, you're just now being quite insulting. Let me tell you, because we're not at all going to get to any of my stories because we were just
I
about out
know,
of time.
I'm so sorry, but
it's
there
okay.
was a lot to cover.
There was a lot to cover. And
I'm
good
so glad
thing
we
we're
mentioned
Mexico. I know. that was way off base. I really should have asked you more about what you were going to talk about before.
I wanted it to be a surprise because listen.
Location might be important.
Undiscovered species. That's fun. I know you love that.
It's so fun. I do love that. Halfway through, I was already thinking like, oh, maybe this could be some sort of offshoot of our DNA in some sort of reptilian, early humanoid that just then died out or whatever.
What is that?
I don't know, but that'd be pretty handy.
Weird.
Think about how much popcorn you could catch or candy, like someone throwing it at you. You'd be like, hey, I could just catch that.
Why is that the first thing you think of? That's weird.
Because I'm hungry.
Oh.
And I like snacks. Listen, you started it by mentioning cookies in the early beginning parts of the episode.
I don't think I did.
I'm pretty sure you did. That's what I'm telling myself at any rate.
Okay.
Listen, I found it delightful to listen to you talk for most of the episode and get to do what you usually do, which is cut in with random questions.
You did it poorly because I would have just rammed you down.
You
I'm not good enough for me to pay attention.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. No, you are better at being distracting. I am not as good at being distracting.
That's correct.
All right. So you still win. All right. So what else do you want to win at tonight, Tressa?
What did I win at earlier?
I don't know.
Being the worst. That's right. That is actually what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. We had a whole conversation.
Yeah. I don't remember things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Listen,
so yeah.
There were a lot of amazing comments in there and some pretty good suggestions of catchphrases that I'm going to try out. And then Tressa's going to make that face at me, the one that she's making exactly right now.
I'm trying to read and listen at the same time. I can't. So I'm just going to put some stuff up and not read it. It's like, what?
Nope.
Oh, no.
Why
did I put that one up?
I don't know why
that's
you put
terrible.
That was the worst one out of all of the comments.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not sure why you did that, actually.
Well, that one doesn't make sense either. Listen, I probably should just not do this because I'm not good at it.
I think you should probably read them before you put them up.
But you're talking and I have to listen and I can't do both. Yes. That stuff, the earth stuff, it kills bed bugs. Not in my house, not when I had them, but we're not going to talk about that because it cost $800 to get rid of them after I tried that stuff and it didn't work. Listen, check your house before you buy it. That's all I'm saying.
Apparently I will. I'm just going to have you come and check it because you check all of the hotel rooms anytime we go anywhere. Quite honestly.
I might be a little bit paranoid.
Oh, yeah. No, I appreciate it. I found it weird the first time that it happened. Just barge into the area and start looking at the mattress. It seemed odd, but all right.
Listen, sheets gotta go. I gotta see what's under there.
Well, thank everybody for contributing for the most part, contributing to the chat and letting us know.
Jeni, you know what? Shut up. I just want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I'll have to have you back. Everybody else, don't forget to find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the Paranormal 60 Network. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out our merch on our website, monstersloungepodcast.com. Send us an email or comment. We love hearing from people. So until next time, thanks for visiting the Monsters Lounge.
Thank you. Calm down. Calm down over there.
No.